And we are back with a live tribal council. As you can see, brand new Wiscasset? Oh, yeah, there we go. Brand new Wiscasset is behind me, about to file into the tribal council area.
All right, come on in, guys.
Here comes Daniel, Sarah, Nina, Ryan, Kendall, Bennett, Bobby, and Savannah. I don't know what I'm doing now.
Smiling, happy faces. Let's start by going back to the challenge. First challenge as a new tribe. Can the puzzle makers raise their hands, please? Don't worry, this isn't actually about you. I want to talk to the other five. I noticed something really interesting during this last challenge. We had the red tribe. Their set of 5 people were sitting there cheering on the puzzle makers, pretty interested, very near there. You set of 5 were backs turned, apathetic, almost disinterested in whether or not you won immunity. I mean, there's only 16 people left. I'll throw it to you, Sarah. Did you feel safe? Is there something I'm not aware of that's going on here?
No, I honestly was looking at that puzzle and I was getting such anxiety that I could not look at it. Honestly, I was just like, so that's why I would turn over so often and cheer for them, but I couldn't watch because I was just so anxious. I just couldn't watch.
Can I add something to that?
Sure. Yeah.
So we also, we trusted our puzzle. Like, really did. And obviously, again, nothing against that. But, like, we didn't need to be there for them. Like, I felt like if we were cheering them on, it would just distract them. They were, like, they were sweating more than any other challenge we've done, right? Like, they were going all out, and they really were. So, like, I mean, just like Sarah said, it was all anxiety. Like, we were talking about building a gazebo over in the back there, just to, like, try to distract ourselves because we were just so anxious for it.
Sure. Ryan, I guess on the flip side, I mean, you're over there working really hard on this puzzle, and it takes kind of the bulk of the challenge to do the puzzle. I don't know, maybe 25, 30 minutes over there. That's 25 or 30 minutes that these 5 were chatting and having a good time, and you only have so long to bond with this group. I think you've only been together for about 2 hours. Not to give you a time check. So were you upset at all by this, or are you worried about the time that they spent together?
To be completely honest with you, I didn't even notice them. I was so into that puzzle. I don't think I sweat that much since like the fire making challenge to come back in. Like, and y'all can attest, I was sweating like a water fountain there. But I just was just so focused on that puzzle, and to attest to what Sarah said, my anxiety was through the roof. I don't think I've been more disappointed losing a challenge than I did with that puzzle.
Yeah. Okay. So, what does play a factor in this vote then, Kendall? If it maybe isn't, necessarily something that might have happened at the challenge, do we go all the way back to original tribal lines? Is it swap tribal lines? Is it some sort of mixture of the two? Like, where did you see it originally go as soon as people started breaking off?
Yeah, I think definitely original tribes. Red shirts, gray shirts, no shirt. I think definitely that tribal split was super clear.
Notice how we sat. Sorry.
You know, I don't I don't know like all the interminglings of what people did during their tribe swaps.
Yeah.
But I imagine it has some sort of role in people's decision tonight. But for the most part, to me, it seems it's mostly a tribal line situation.
Yeah. Ryan made a pretty interesting observation there. I mean, it's even some of these subconscious things of how you sat right here, right, divided perfectly into your original
I
tribal
just
line.
like to add
Yeah,
that.
sure.
I feel like we usually do like every other, like to sit here. So I feel like it's actually, we were probably standing every other.
Right, when we walked in.
Yeah, which is actually,
To
Right, we'll go back to the tape. We'll go back to the tape.
Hold on there, Jack.
so actually I think we were not in tribal. We were quite the
We're like a
contrary.
candy cane.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think we were candy caning it, is what I'm trying to say.
I'll review the tape. I don't know if you're lying to me yet. Daniel, I mean, they called out the 4-3-1. The 1 must not feel like a great place to be. So how did you approach this strategy session?
Yeah, it's actually the worst place to be, especially considering that the other tribe has 5 original blue members. If you were just using numbers, then you'd get rid of me. But I think the fact that we've now done 2 tribe swaps, there's so many different relationships that we've all formed. We've got someone who's come back from redemption. We've had people who have been away from each other. I know it's only 24 hours, but a lot can change in 24 hours. But in saying that, I know I'm going to get votes tonight and I'm extremely nervous. So all I had to do was plead my case and try and give an alternative.
Do you mind sharing with the class what a potential alternative might be?
I didn't say the alternative, but what I've heard is that the split vote, there's going to be a split vote between myself and Ryan. And that's all I've heard. So all I can feel like I can do really is vote for someone that I actually really get along with, which isn't a great thing to feel. And just hope that the rest of these grey and reds choose me over him to stay.
Okay. Ryan, do you want to comment at all hearing that? No? Bennett, are those the names that you've heard going around?
Those are the names that are going.
Okay. Savannah, talk to me about maybe how much the time on your swap tribe kind of plays into a part here. If I'm, who in this group were you just on your swap tribe with?
I was with Bennett and Sarah. We had a really good thing going, so over at that tribe we had won most of the day, had a unanimous vote when we did have to go. So we had a good relationship there. And yeah, I think it made it pretty easy for me to continue to work with them and kind of come up with the split vote plan. Yeah.
Okay. Nina, I saw a couple times during the strategy session, I know I've asked all day today and a little bit yesterday how much the black mark is playing a factor. Everyone said we're not taking it into account, it's too far to look towards the merge. Well, we're at 16. I mean, I you know, the merge could be hypothetically within the next handful of votes. And I saw people coming over to look at the black spot board that we have here sitting at Tribal Council. So is that playing a factor in people's decisions?
I don't know, Jeff. I think that maybe down the line, I don't feel like it is this vote. It's not something that's in my mind at the moment. I can't speak to other people's minds. I guess I can really only speak to this vote, and it's not affecting my vote or what I've heard other people are voting.
Okay. I'll trust you that that's a truthful answer.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to say anything else before we get to the vote, or you feel pretty confident in how everyone's going to vote on this split? Okay. We don't need to keep going. We'll get right to the vote. As always, we're going to start from the left side and move over. So, Bennett, you're up.
All right, we will go ahead and head out of the tribal council area and go discuss everything that we just heard. As always, lots at play. I have heard a variety of different things that actually were not said at tribal council, so I will fill you in on the possibly plan within the plan that no one is talking about. It'll be interesting to see, you know, how much is true that they just said and how much is elaborate stories to hide their true intentions. So I think we are far enough away now. All right, so tribal lines were discussed. Obviously there were groups of each players. We saw how they were seated. And so Bobby, Nina, and I'm gonna have to like look at them. I'm sorry. They just swapped. I haven't totally memorized exactly who is on the tribe yet. All right, we're gonna look. So, okay, so Savannah, Bobby, and Nina are the red people, and then we have Bennett and Sarah and I don't know why they're looking at me. I'm sorry, I'm stressed. We have Bennett, Sarah, and Kendall, and technically Ryan, that are the original gray people, and then Daniel in the end is blue. That is not necessarily how the tribes are viewing this, though. I am told that they are viewing that they are viewing Ryan as blue, along with Daniel, because Gray voted them out. And so once they got back into the game and bonded with blue, now everyone's kind of viewing Ryan as blue. So they are potentially a pair that is possibly working with others. So I don't know if that elaborate talk that Daniel and Ryan, or mainly Daniel, talked about the vote being either Daniel or Ryan is true or not. Because I have heard that red here, the red tribe is kind of looked at as in the power position, the decision position, and they can either team up with blue, with Daniel and Ryan, to vote out Kendall, because Ryan said that the only gray player that they really feel comfortable with, that is still in the game, is Sarah, who is there on the tribe with him, and that in order to, gain the trust and keep them happy, they would be targeting Kendall. On the flip side, there is the group of gray that also thinks that they are teaming up with red, which is Bennett and Kendall and Sarah, who then would be targeting Daniel as a blue person. So it sounds like there's lots of different names being thrown out there. Daniel, Kendall, and Ryan. There seems to be talk of all three of them, so I'm not entirely sure how this will shake out. I will also say that as we know, there is an idol at play at Tribal Council, but only Bobby or anyone that he is told about the clue to the idol is able to activate it. Because again, there is an Adam Klein idol that is hanging around Cam's neck, but you have to say the exact secret phrase in order to use it. So I think Bobby in this game is keeping a lot close to the vest, so I can't imagine that he's told many people. And yes, to answer your question in the chat, Kendall does have an extra vote. I do not know that she's going to use it. I think that she thinks that Old Red is with her, as well as the others, but I am not entirely sure. And I'm so sorry, too tired to figure out the math for if the extra vote will matter or not. But I don't know. Other items on this tribe, Ryan still has the legacy idol. It's not an idol, I'm so sorry. It's a legacy advantage. It was bequeathed to them by Juliana, but it is not coming into play yet. So I will let y'all know when it becomes relevant. It will not be relevant right now. There has also been talk again from last round from, at the very least, Nina, who was on the tribe with Bobby, about how she wants to work with Bobby for now, but maybe not in the future. So it seems like red strong at this time, but I do not know how long that will last. But yeah, we will see. It's gonna be a pretty telling tribal. I think that tribal lines are gonna get pretty established. I think that I think that there will definitely be two sides coming out of this. So we shall see. And reminder that Bennett also has an idol, but I have not heard Bennett's name. I don't know that Bennett's name was thrown out, so I think he's probably not using it. But if Daniel does get voted, but if Kendall gets voted out, obviously Bennett as a fellow gray will be blindsided by that, so maybe he will use it next time. I'm not really sure. So this is definitely kind of one of these like setup tribals that's really gonna shape how the game goes. There are 8 of them all voting, so feel free to ask questions, because that's why I'm here. I will say, as far as the rest of the night, just want to let all of you know there is more action coming after this tribal. We are going to be doing a nighttime challenge and then a nighttime tribal after that. So this is not the last elimination of the night. We will be doing a lot of cool light up and glow in the dark things. So get excited and put on your jammies and come back and see us. I feel like I should have saved that line for the end of the video actually. I think I'm getting too excited because I think the challenge is gonna look really cool. Anyway, oh wait, okay. Now I should tell you guys before the next challenge, never mind. I'll save some excitement for the next challenge, so JK. Any rewards today? No. They are not getting rewarded today. There will be some rewards tomorrow, but you know, this is day 3, this is the thick of it. They had some substantial food yesterday between the picnic at the pond and then all 3 players bringing food back from their journeys. Oh, I don't know if I told y'all, but when Alyssa brought chicken tenders back, they cheers with chicken tenders. Wow, I am really running out of stuff to say because I'm talking about chicken tender cheers. Yikes. Anyway, all right. Yeah, we will see, and we will post the tribe lists for you guys after this tribal, and that way both you and I will be able to keep track of this. Let's see, there's some camera movement. I think there might also be some cam movement. I'm gonna head back towards tribal. Oh, how is their sleeping situation? So they are now at the Wiscasset and the Wiscasset camp is actually really cool. I feel like I should maybe give you guys, I'll give a tour of the, maybe I'll try and give a tour of camps tomorrow, or maybe we'll post them on the site as like little videos so you guys can see, because they did a really cool job building the shelter. Both of them have a nice setup. They've done a lot with the places, so anyway. All right, here comes Cam with the vote. I will start speed walking and come back into try. Ooh, those are very large flames. I'm gonna go around them this time. Okay.
All right. Anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play one? Now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll get to the vote. First vote. Dan. Second vote. Dan. Third vote. Daniel. That's 3 votes, Daniel. Fourth vote. Kendall. 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 That's 3 votes, Kendall. 3 votes, Daniel. Kendall. The 9th person voted out of Can You Survive 2022, Kendall. Grab a torch.
It's so nice getting to know you all. Yeah.
Kendall. Side of
All right, Kendall exiting to applause from her former tribe. We are heading on down the way here, still on live stream, so we'll get your last thoughts after we kind of go around the corner a little bit away. Ooh, am I lighting you up with a flash? Oh, that's so exciting.
Put it out if you bet on me staying longer. I apologize. I didn't think I was gonna go home tonight.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
okay. I had a lot of fun. It was a great time.
I'm so glad to hear.
Looking forward to just being able to sleep in a little more comfortable area. Eat some food.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's come on around this bend and we will get a little bit out of earshot and then we can
Absolutely.
kind of have you share your last few thoughts with the viewers. All right, let's maybe go like right here. That should be good. Yeah, you can put your stuff down so you can be a little comfortable. We're just gonna chat for a few minutes. So first of all, feelings, emotions, what's going through your brain right now?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it sucks, but like, it was so much fun. This has been a great experience, and the people in it have been awesome. I did not think I was gonna go home tonight. I was obviously like very nervous, just because every travel's nerve-wracking.
But I truly thought that someone else was going to go home, so that's unfortunate. But I get it. You know, it's a game. You can't be mad over it. And, you know, good luck to the people who were left out of the vote. You know, great tribe. I hope we can stay strong.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you got to experience this game for pretty much 3 full days.
Yeah.
Can you speak a little bit about your experience here?
Yeah, it's been interesting for sure. I mean, sleeping without a bed, eating with sticks, something I didn't think I'd do for a vacation, but here I am. Definitely, like, I smell horrible, so can't wait to shower. You know, it stinks. I really wanted to make the merge, but, you know, it's all good. Had fun.
Good, I'm so glad. And can you share a favorite moment that you had out here with the viewers?
Oh gosh, today's been such a stressful day. My favorite moment, just like original Grey Tribe, that first night, just like getting all together around the fire and getting to know each other better. You know, it was just so nice to hear about everyone's charities that they're playing for, and just, you know, get to know people.
Absolutely. And speaking of charities, you raised the overall most amount of money, which means your charity is getting a lot. This is your chance to shout them out.
Oh my
Tell the viewers
gosh,
all about
yes,
them.
Camp Spearhead. I hope, you know, you are happy about the amount I raised. I worked really hard to do it. I sold grilled cheeses to be able to do it, so it was just a really fun thing. And Camp Spearhead, if you don't know, is a summer camp and a weekend program. It's in Greenville, South Carolina. It's local to the area, and it's for people with disabilities, whether that be a physical or a mental disability. It's a really great organization, and they could really use the support, so I'm really glad I raised a lot of money.
Awesome. Well, Kendall, thank you so much, and congratulations on a really great game played.
Oh my gosh, congrats to everyone on such a great, you know, cast, and yeah, so much fun.
Thank you. I'm so glad. So we will let you go. You can definitely go eat now, and we will see you later.
Okay.
All right. And with that, there has been another elimination, but it is not the last one of the evening. As I mentioned earlier, we are going to wait until it gets dark. The sun is setting here pretty much right now, actually. The sun starts setting at like 8-ish, and I think it's 8-ish, but my phone isn't telling me because I'm looking at you guys. Well, or at myself, kind of. I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna have a nighttime challenge and a nighttime tribal around the campfire. So get excited. I'm not entirely sure when we're gonna start because it's dependent on when the night becomes night. But again, I will try and post a time in the Facebook group. So see you guys once it is dark and spooky outside.